Thanks everybody for being here. This is a big day. We said on the House floor, it's finally morning in America again. The media and the Democrats have consistently dismissed any possibility that House Republicans could get this done. They did not believe that we could succeed in our mission to enact President Trump's America First agenda. But this is a big one, and once again they have been proven wrong. Today the House has passed generational, truly nation-shaping legislation to reduce spending and permanently lower taxes for families and job creators, secure the border, unleash American energy dominance, restore peace through strength, and make government work more efficiently and effectively for all Americans. House Democrats voted against all of that. So everything that I just said, they voted the opposite. Clearly proves they must want the largest tax increase in U.S. history on the American citizens. They must want open borders. They've proven that over and over. They must want Medicaid for illegal immigrants. We look forward to the Senate's timely consideration of this once-in-a-generation legislation. We stand ready to continue our work together to deliver on the one big, beautiful bill, as President Trump named it himself. We're going to send that to his desk. We're going to get it there by Independence Day on July 4th, and we are going to celebrate a new golden age in America. Thank you for being here. I will yield next to our leader, Steve Scalise.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And as the Speaker said, it truly is morning in America again. You know, when you think about all of the work that's gone in to putting this bill together, it's one big, beautiful bill for a lot of reasons. There are a lot of really important wins for the American people in this bill. And we had 11 committees come together and meet in hearings. Some went on over 24 hours. Rules Committee went over 20 hours. You had, of course, the Budget Committee. Chairman Arrington is the lead author of the bill. All of the people that had to come together in our conference, and I think a lot of you know we don't all think alike. Democrats made it very clear they didn't want to have any part in helping get America back on track again, but we were never deterred. When this bill could have failed 10 times over, we said we were going to get this done and failure is not an option, and we meant it. We knew we were fighting for the families who've been struggling for way too long under the failed policies of Joe Biden and all the Democrats who did have control of Washington for too long. We watched higher interest rates and higher inflation and lower wages and a demise of the American dream that we knew should not be permanent, but was only going to turn around if we passed a bill to get America back on track. We knew we had to prevent a massive tax increase, so we put it in the bill. We knew we needed to secure America's border, as President Trump ran on all across this country and won the election on, and we put it in this bill. We ran on and said we would produce more American energy, and we put it in this bill. All the things that we knew we needed to do to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in government. Focus on those families who are struggling. All of that is in this one big, beautiful bill. And yes, now the House has come together and passed this bill against all odds, but we're still working on the rest of the process. It still goes to the Senate. The Senate has a lot of work to do too. That's why we've been talking to the Senate for a long time, but it's their turn to take this bill and move forward. But I'll tell you, none of this would be possible without the leadership of President Trump, who every step of the way not only laid out the vision, ran a campaign on this vision, but every step of the way too said, whatever you need, let me know. And he was there to help us. Our great speaker, Mike Johnson, who was never deterred, probably hasn't slept in a few days, but never wavered in his commitment to get this done. And this whole team has come together. And our whip has never relented and never stopped pushing to get this done. With that, I bring up our great majority whip, Tom Emmer.
Thank you, Steve. On November 5th, the American people rejected the failed policies of the Biden-Harris administration and overwhelmingly endorsed President Trump's America First agenda. Using his executive authority, President Trump hit the ground running on day one to deliver on the promises he made to the American people. Today, House Republicans followed suit. Our one big, beautiful bill fulfills the mandate for change we were given last November. It allows President Trump to continue his successful border security and deportation operations by investing in more Border Patrol agents and ICE officers, funding the continuation of the border wall, and equipping our men and women on the front lines with the tools they need to keep us safe. Not only will the one big, beautiful bill help to make America safe again, it will also help to make America wealthy again. America's economic revival has already begun under President Trump's leadership, but House Republicans back it up in this bill by making the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent, eliminating tax on tips and overtime, and throwing out regulations that burden American businesses and suffocate American innovation. From promoting the safety and security of our great nation and giving much-needed tax relief to American families, to unleashing American energy and bringing accountability to important government programs, there are wins in this bill for every corner of America. Take this as a lesson. Don't bet against the House Republicans. We've shown time and time again that we deliver for the American people, especially when it matters most. By taking hold of this historic opportunity, I truly believe we've unlocked the opportunities for generations to come. With that, I turn it over to our conference chair, Lisa McClaren.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody, and a good morning it is. We just made history and passed the one big, beautiful bill, despite the Democrats' fear-mongering. Shocker, we haven't seen that lately, have we? And the hours that they spent stalling the votes on this entire process. The Democrats tried to derail this bill. And guess what? It didn't work. They failed. Not only did the Democrats vote against the bill, but they introduced hundreds of meaningless amendments, spewed misleading talking points, and now they have nothing to show for it, except voting on the record for the historic tax increase and to kill jobs of the small and medium class business owners in America. Frankly, Democrats voted to put Americans last, and it's a shame. But thank God for House Republicans, and thank God for our President, Donald J. Trump. His vision, alongside the work of my colleagues, made today a historic day. Behind me is what you see, a unified Republican conference with phenomenal leadership. And this Republican conference works as a team. This transformational legislation will provide safety and security for generations to come. Whether it's at our borders or in our pocketbooks, Americans will be better off thanks to the one big, beautiful bill. Our committees had difficult tasks, and they delivered. And some doubted that this was even possible. But at the end of the day, we all came together. House Republicans did not miss the moment. And because of our work, we will put more money in the pockets of hardworking Americans. We will prevent the next Lincoln Riley or Rachel Warren from being murdered. And we will save another family from the heartbreak of fentanyl poisoning. And to think, the Democrats voted against all of that. But I am thankful for the House Republicans, that they stood up for the American people. We put them first. This is what real leadership looks like. This is what winning looks like. And this is what America looks like under President Donald Trump and House Republicans' leadership. Safe, secure, and prosperous.